Hello everybody, my name is Paul Chapman and I don't often do this, but this does have to be addressed. There is a guy named Brandon DeGrasse, which apparently is trying to sell a book that is trying to talk total trash about Samuel Ronan, which is a great guy. He is not a fake, as this guy would have you believe. So I'm going to go through this a little bit at a time with you and try and play it out so that you understand. I will go point by point, counterpoint this guy, because he is so full of shit his eyes are browner than a frickin' toilet. Even though his eyes aren't actually brown.
I'm PcTechPaul, author of the book.
See? Right there. Author of the book. Opening words. Author of the book. Come by it.
How the DNC cheated Bernie Sanders, and this is one of those validated points where I've actually investigated Samuel Ronan beforehand. I actually worked closely with Samuel Ronan, and was actually going to be a writer for him on his campaign. How?
See that? He worked with Sam, wanted to write for Sam, and obviously things didn't go his way. So what he did, instead of going out in the world and working on his own merit, what he chose to do instead was to hope for the best in his own interest to try and slam on Sam and make himself some money. So know that right off. Let's continue.
However, I quickly found out that Samuel Ronan wasn't a progressive, and this is true. I found out first that Samuel Ronan wasn't a progressive by working with him, and then I found out he was a bully, he was a con, and he was somebody who was not, I didn't want representing me at all, at all. He did not have the same views as I did. Hey, Cindy, he didn't carry on the same.
Okay, let me stop it there again one more time. I know this might seem a little bit like a Jimmy Dore segment, and that's okay. Jimmy Dore's pretty good. Samuel Ronan is not a damn bully, alright? If anything, he's the exact opposite. He listens to everybody. He takes in all ideas. He asks for help. He has served our country. He's still trying to serve our country. This guy, oh, he's a bully. He won't work with you. Blah, blah. That is horseshit. I digress and continue.
Um, the same principles that I did. He wasn't a progressive. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to tell you right now. Ask him about his agenda for Ohio. He doesn't have one. Hi, William Huffman. I thank you for your trust. And I'm
Double Louis C.K. right here.
All of the truth that I know. I leaked every message that I had from Samuel Ronan to show you that I am honest, that I'm going to tell you the truth, that I'm going to be open. I leaked everything that I have from Samuel Ronan.
Yeah, where's it at?
5 months ago, when
where's
he
it at?
first started to abuse his power as a so-called progressive, and say that I wasn't a progressive. He began smearing me all over the internet in an attempt to sabotage my career and to sabotage my, my limits. Well, I want to sabotage.
All right, so Sam is trying to sabotage this guy's career. He's got 33 subscribers on YouTube. What career is Sam exactly sabotaging? Where are these so-called emails? What did anyone say? I mean, why doesn't he show anything? He just opens his mouth, yak, says whatever the hell he wants to say, and then what do we got? We got this guy trying to promote and sell a book. If any of you are buying this crap, please email me, and I will give you my PayPal address so you can send me money too. Because if you're going to buy this guy's book, hey, I could use a little funds as well if you're just throwing money out.
Sabotage his career too, because he's a liar. He's a fraud. and he needs to be outed, and he needs to be told that he can't do this. He cannot represent a group of people who are trying very, very hard to get something done, and we need to get this done. This done is health care. We need people to have health care. We need people to have education. We need our prison systems to stop imprisoning people.
Okay, let's stop there again. See, once again, point to point, counterpoint. Everything you just said. If you go to RoninForCongress.com, education, healthcare, poverty, right to bear arms, solar initiatives, they're all right on the platform. Same with prison reform under domestic issues and economics. This guy couldn't be further off the wall if he legitimately tried to lie any harder. But once again, I'll continue, and you can listen for yourself. And I will give the link to this guy's video, so you can watch the whole thing in entirety and make up your own mind. But I'm telling you right now, I know full of shit when I see full of shit. And this guy, he's full of shit. So here we go. Let's go back.
Who don't need to be imprisoned for crimes that are so stupid, like marijuana, like stupid piracy laws. Stupid things like these are the reason that we have incarceration rates. These private prisons just want head counts, and Salmon Ronan does too, because one of his whole platform arguments was, I want to hold bullies accountable. There is only one way that you can hold bullies accountable, and he wants to make a law about this. This is Ronan. He's not serious. He is not a serious contender. He's weak. He is a weak candidate. He has no idea. He admitted over 18 hours ago, that he is not a progressive. He is not a Republican. He doesn't carry a label. Well, I'm going to tell you, he's a fraud. That's his...
All right, let's stop there. Because once again, I got to break off and say, yes, Sam doesn't subscribe to labels. Sam subscribes to policy, not platitudes. Every progressive that's a real, true progressive will understand exactly what I just said without me explaining that. But I'm going to explain it anyways. Policy is what counts, not platitudes. What we got from the Democrats, the DNC, those were platitudes. We live by our values, and we want everybody to do well, and blah, 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 blah. Those are platitudes. Policies are things that change shit. And this guy is telling you that Sam doesn't subscribe to being a progressive. That's a total lie. Furthermore, again, go back to RoninForCongress.com. Go to the platform. There is an entire section of how he supports cannabis and, more importantly, hemp. Go to the video links and watch several of the more recent interviews that he's done where he states clear as day that if you grow hemp, it re-fertilizes the soil rather than getting one yield a year out of nothing. You revitalize the whole farm over and over and over again with something that would make billions of dollars for us a year. But we're not doing that because, say it out loud. Go ahead. I know, you're thinking it. Our current government does not want cannabis or hemp legalized because it takes away from pharma. So let's continue. We got about another minute and a half of this, but I'm about ready to punch this guy in the face as it is.
His label. He is a fraud. He has been a fraud since day one. He deceived me. He's deceived a lot of you, and he's going to continue to deceive. He's deceived Jimmy Dore. Dude, Jimmy Dore is my bro. I love that guy. Never met him in my life, but that dude is where I get my information from. People will figure this out. People will, and they are.
Nope.
He's admitted it. He's finally admitted it.
The only guy that deceived this SOB is his parents by telling him that they were his parents. I don't know what adoption agency or store dropped this SOB off of, but this guy's an idiot. Okay? I'm going to make sure he knows it. That's why I'm making this video. I hope you all enjoy it. But the truth of the matter is, Sam is a great candidate. He's better than most that we have. And this guy should be killed off in the first season of Walking Dead. Alright?
Because he's running as a Republican. He once said that Demexit was dumb. We have this. John Lancelot and I monitored and documented this. I have it in an article. I actually have the screenshot and everything. He said it was the dumbest thing he'd ever heard. And because he doesn't understand it. That's what it is. And he then later on said that, oh, I didn't say that. He's a liar. Sammy Ronan often lies a lot. He does. He gets caught in lies. You can screenshot him saying one thing and then saying a totally different thing to another person. He lies. He lies because of his supporters. He also told me in an inbox right before I, terminated our friendship that he didn't want to bash Hillary Clinton openly on his page because he felt that it would offend voters. We're supposed to be moving towards the left, not saying nice things about Hillary Clinton. And what I said was, and it's the truth because it wasn't a bash, Hillary Clinton didn't beat Bernie Sanders.
Okay. So I think we know where we're at with this guy already here, just by listening to that. I voted for Bernie Sanders. I then voted for Jill Stein. I don't like Hillary Clinton. Alright? But if there was a definition of a Bernie bro, this douche nozzle is it. That's all he's focused on is Bernie, 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 Bernie. He's wearing a Bernie shirt in the damn interview. Alright? I mean, how much more of a point do you need to go with? Not every politician is perfect. Not every candidate's going to be 100% lined up with you. But everything he said up till now is totally false. Samuel Ronan backed Bernie Sanders. Literally backed him. He went to events with Bernie Sanders. This guy is out of his freaking tree.
She cheated him. I just wrote a book about it.
Yeah, you just wrote a book about it.
If you're going to be that dumb, Sammy Ronan, and you're going to continue to run a fraudulent campaign and claim that you are, well, not even claiming anything, now you are a fraud. Now you've been exposed. And this is what it is. We don't have to do any more work to prove that you're a fraud. You've said it. You've admitted that you are a fraud. You don't carry a label. But we...
Alright, see? There. That's the end of the... That's the end of the interview for this guy. And I just want to put this out there. This guy, his name is Brandon, Degraff. He's a total schmuck, clearly, because he can't even read a web page. He thinks Sam is some kind of traitor because he's using his intelligence, his education, to try and win so he can get in to where he can make a difference. We can all sit out here. We could all scream, I don't like this policy. Blah, blah, blah. But you can't affect change if you ain't there. So for anybody that listens to this guy and halfway believes him, let me tell you something about Samuel Ronan. The reason he turned Republican was because he knows he's in a gerrymandered district. He knows that's his only shot at getting to D.C. He can't do nothing for anybody in Ohio or anybody in the U.S. if he doesn't get to D.C. Has anybody seen, like, what's that movie called? Mr. Whatever Goes to Washington? You have to get there first. This guy just wants to sell a book. So I will link this stupid ass video in the description right under the video that I post. You can all watch it for yourself and make up your own minds. But I can tell you right now, I talk to Sam Ronan every single day, several times a day. He is not a liar. He is not a traitor. He's none of these things that this guy says, and I'm telling you right now, I'm 43 years old. This guy's probably, I don't know, maybe 29. Maybe he could take me in a bar fight, but you know what? I'd still like to kick his ass. Just for that. Just for talking that way about Sam. Sam is a true patriot. Sam has served his country since he's, like, what? Let's see, just turned 29. Served 8 years in active duty. So he's like 20 when he started? You're gonna doubt this guy over this guy that wants to sell a book? Please. You make the call. Go ahead, you make the call. But I'm telling you right now, if you believe this guy over Samuel Ronan, I would suggest immediately scheduling an appointment with a freaking therapist. Because there's something disconnecting there. Have a good day.